less than 24 hours, Georgians will be under a shelter-in-place order.
McDonald, though, said he did not know the man was handcuffed and was trying to use his foot to pin him to the ground so he could be handcuffed.
If your friends, neighbors, or local organizations are not complying, report them to us.
Howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Free Georgia podcast. My name is Jake Green, joined by Miss Cat. We're here at the Great Create, which is a DIY freedom festival. This year it's being held in Ackworth, Georgia. We're going to talk to some of the attendees, some of the speakers, some of the booths that are here today. So, what are you looking forward to most?
I am looking forward to listening to the speakers. I actually have to leave at 4 to go to work, but I will be back. But I will be missing Julie and Oscar, and I'm very upset about that. I'm trying to convince my grandma to stay so she'll watch it and tell me.
Nice. Yeah. And if you didn't watch that episode of Free Georgia, you should go back and watch it because that was a fantastic episode with Julie Stevens and Oscar Sierra of Mojo Health. Our first guest, you can kind of see him in the reflection behind us, is no, you're all good. Is Edgar Mills of Osprey Shooting Solutions. So let's go talk to him. All right, Edgar, how you doing, man?
What's up, buddy? How's it going? Good to see you again.
You too.
Are you full time in Montana now?
Full time in Montana now. Yeah, that's why I'm passing the reins to her.
Good, awesome.
So, yeah. So you just spoke. Can you give the folks a brief description of what you talked about?
Alternate networks, as it relates to sort of resisting the established government, not government, but central authority.
A lot of what you were talking about. Do you follow Derek Bros at all?
No.
Okay, he does. He sets up, I forget what his exact terminology is, but he helps set up different networks in different communities. So he tries to get everyone in the community connected so that they can have their base.
So he goes and plants seeds and communities all over. Does he go all over?
He does go all over.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He was here, I think, last grade Create. He's a very interesting guy. He's got some wild theories, but he's a cool dude.
I try to keep the theories out of the class. That was literally doctrinal stuff that I just massaged.
Yeah. What? So you run Osprey Shooting Solutions and Two Team Guys, as well as doing the Junto podcast.
Yeah.
Where do you get the time to do all that stuff, man?
Some people, man. You got to be doing something, Yeah. I need to be doing something. Even if I sit for too long, it's hard to even watch a whole movie.
Okay, I don't have that problem.
Nah, man, my wife gets on my case about it a lot.
As she should.
I have to be moving.
Sit down and watch a movie sometime.
I do. The last one I just watched, I mentioned on my last podcast, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yep.
And now look, I'm a Tarantino fan, but I didn't care for the depiction of Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I'm a Burt Reynolds fan.
I didn't care for
and
that movie all that much.
DiCaprio, I don't think it was as good as some of the others. I thought Inglourious Basterds was brilliant.
One of the best movies he's ever made.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And I thought this one was, I don't know, maybe just a cash grab. It had all the big stars in it. Yeah. And I just didn't think it was as good. It was
about Hollywood. It seemed very, self-promoting.
It did, yeah. Yeah. I liked the visual. I used to be enamored with Hollywood when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
And I liked the visual of it.
Yeah.
And even the setup with the main character. DiCaprio's character was a douchebag through the whole movie.
Yeah.
Right? They depicted him as a very just selfish piece of crap.
Yes, they did.
And I just don't believe Burt Reynolds was that.
Yeah.
But
I hope he was.
The visual was it was good. I mean, the old school Hollywood stuff, but
it definitely had some very entertaining moments in it.
Yeah, it had its moments. I like Brad Pitt's character, which was meant to be Hal Needham. And we all know Hal Needham as the Hollywood stuntman from way back.
Mm-hmm.
And they played his character well. Now I don't know that Hal Needham was like that or not, but
Yeah.
he was like laid back and not a narcissist, you know.
Yeah.
You're just like letting things.
Stuntmen tend to be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to be very enamored. So I know Nikki did stunts too, as well as
Still does
acting.
them,
She
yeah.
still does. My cousin Derek used to be a stuntman a long time ago in the
Okay.
80s.
Wow.
And I was young and I just thought he was the coolest dude ever.
Nice.
Ever.
Nice.
So I was very enamored with that stuntman. And then Hooper came out like 1978 or something. And that was the coolest ever.
Nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, man, that's the last movie I actually sat down and watched.
Yeah.
And it was a forced thing.
It's a long movie to
Now,
sit down and watch.
now
Just
during
watch.
October, me and the wife we watch scary movies.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
I'm not a scary movie fan, so I force myself to sit and watch scary movies.
As in, you're not a scary movie fan because you get too scared, or you just don't.
No, I
care
just
for
don't. I don't care for
it? Okay.
the whole thing.
I usually don't like the endings. They don't fulfill.
They're always wacky, right?
Yeah.
They don't go the way you think they should or
Mhm.
something. But we did the trilogy of Rob Zombie,
Oh.
10,000 or House of 1,000 Corpses,
Yeah.
Devil's Rejects,
Okay.
and then there was a third called Three from Hell.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it wasn't even a horror movie; it was just an action-packed
Gotcha.
crime movie. It was same characters, but it wasn't that good either. So what I'm finding is the brilliant directors,
Yeah.
once they get down the road a little bit, I feel like that was just a money grab,
That,
which is whatever, man. You gotta make a
that's
living, but
exactly what happens, I think.
yeah,
But,
the movie wasn't that good.
So I'm going to put Kat on the spot for a second.
Oh,
Have you ever taken any gun courses
no.
at all?
No, I've never shot a gun.
Come
Well,
on now.
This is the man right here to talk to about that.
Come on now.
Can you tell her about Osprey?
Osprey Shooting Solutions. Yeah, well, I do. These days, private sessions are booming.
Okay.
But I train all skill levels. You know, we do a lot of competition stuff, and we do competition. I got one tomorrow, in fact, a 2-gun competition. I train cops and stuff still a little, and military guys too. But the private sessions are the bread and butter right now, man. And there's one of the ladies in there came out. She's not a never ever, but pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's smoking it, man.
Wow.
I find that I've got a lot of female clients. Well, probably 30% of my clientele is female, which I think is a lot comparatively speaking. So, yeah, that's that, and that's my bread and butter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then 2 team guys. We got a land nav class. We got one coming in November or
Mhm.
mid-November, and then a 3-day land nav in December, which is going to be brutal.
And what is that?
Land navigation,
Mm.
map and compass through the austere Talladega National Forest overnight with no GPS. Yeah, it's a very pioneer military skill,
Mhm.
but Boy Scout skill, and there's a sport. Orienteering is a sport, and it's land navigation.
Have you seen anything in there?
What, like murders?
Not murders, maybe like more like supernatural.
No, well, in the middle of the night, you see a lot of weird shit. But I think it's all supernatural up here.
Oh.
Yeah, when you're delirious and hungry and whatnot,
Mm.
Yeah.
trees start moving. And
If this show was a little bigger and had some money to throw away, I would pay for Kat to go on that.
to go do the land nav course, the
Yeah.
overnighter.
I've never
Blair
not
Witch
slept
style?
in a house or not slept in a house.
You've never
Really?
gone camping before?
No.
Oh my god!
Wow. This is wild. Learn a lot about my
Well,
co-host.
There's
here.
so much we can do for you to expand your experience base.
I didn't know you'd never shot a gun before.
No, I'm pretty sheltered.
Do you approve of guns? Are you
Oh yeah, I think everyone should have a
live and
gun,
let
yeah.
live? There you go.
Do you have one?
But I think everyone should. My grandma, she actually brought her gun. She's like, "Should I bring my gun?" And I was like, "I mean, everyone else will have one."
You'll be a
Yeah,
big gun
a friend of mine texted me, was like, "Hey, is this place concealed carry friendly?" I was like, "I wouldn't be speaking at it
Mhm.
if it wasn't."
It's also Georgia. So
And then I noticed Mitch, he's got his out on his belly, full plain sight. So,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. I've people who've never touched a gun ever have come out and in 2 hours become at least comfortable. Maybe not that proficient, but comfortable. You know, not scared of it. because most NRA, they train fear of the gun. That's what they do. It's a killing machine. You have to, whatever. Yes, you have to respect the gun, but it's just a tool. It doesn't do anything that someone doesn't tell it to do.
Right. Well, if you could leave the folks with one bit of advice for their alternate network, anything that you would like to leave to them.
I don't know, not so much politically. Just have good manners. And treat people with respect. Everybody. Just treat everybody with the same respect.
It's pretty simple.
It's very simple. It's very simple. If you can sit down and have a beer with somebody you disagree with, then society will succeed.
I like that. Well, I appreciate you sitting down with us.
Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. And I recognize you now from the podcast. One of the first ones that you took over from or sat in on. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if you're like an actress or something. You come walking out like, yeah, that's good.
She's been part of some good ones.
Yeah, I got to catch up. Yeah. I listen to Free Georgia I read books, audiobooks, so it consumes. Yeah. And then every now and then I'm like, okay, I need a break.
I do the same thing. I bounce back and forth.
And I got so many friends that have podcasts. Now you got to get everybody's in.
Yeah. I can't get everybody's in.
I
produce 9 of them or produce 8 of them and distribute a few. So like I can't listen to all of them.
I know, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
You want to.
I want to.
But they all have. Here's what I've discovered.
Yeah.
If you put something out, you'll find an audience.
Yes.
Same with music, right? There's 8 million artists out there making music that you don't hear on the radio. But somebody's like, "Oh man, that's my guy."
Yep.
So if you put it out there, you'll find an audience, and I like it.
It's
been a good experience. The Junto podcast is a year old.
Oh, wow.
As of 30 October.
Oh, that's cool.
So, I don't know. Maybe.
Nice.
Okay. Hey, man, whatever.
That's great.
It's not a phenomenon, but 7,000 humans that hear what I have to say. So, it's all right. I
appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys.
We'll talk to you later.
And it's good to meet you. Yeah. All right.
All right, that was Mr. Edgar Mills, Osprey Shooting Solutions, 2 Team Games, and the Junto podcast. And now we're going to sit down and talk to the chair of LP Georgia, Jared Bell. Jared, what's going on, man?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Doing good.
It's been a while since I've seen you. It's great to be back.
Man. Yeah, I'm glad to be here with you, and this is exciting.
Dude, Great Create has happened. I think this is year 4 or year 3, something like that.
I think year 3.
Year 3. Okay.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite part of coming to Great Create each year?
Man, honestly, the best thing about Great Create is the people that you get to meet. Like, I've just spent probably has been just an awesome time to talk with people and to catch up, find out how people are doing. We actually have a movement here, have friends here in our movement. So I think that's been one of the big things that I've just been super excited about.
Heck yeah. Each setting has been very different.
Yeah.
The first year it was at a old country club, which was very cool, very neat setup. Second year was at a brewery. This year, friggin' beautiful lake. How do y'all get these spots? Like how did this come about?
The magic comes from Elizabeth Gallimore. She's our executive director. She's just awesome at finding unique places that maybe you wouldn't think immediately, yes, that's where we're going to hold some gala or some event. But for something like this, where you're learning to find alternative networks, find communities, and find ways to make yourself free, this is like the perfect kind of place. Each one of the places had its own unique charm, but this is like, it's just finding a place that really breeds that community. And she has just been solid, rock solid on finding those kind of venues.
Nice. Did were you at the last Great Create?
been able to go. I was kind of scared that I wouldn't be able to make it because of the hurricane.
That's what it was. It was last
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
I remember
that now.
telling my boss I am driving down. I know it's hurricane season, but we're gonna make it happen. And there were only a few downed trees. It ended up being like perfect weather down there.
Couldn't have been better.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
amazing.
It's freaking great.
Yeah.
What's something that LP Georgia is focusing on right now?
Yeah, so some of the big things that we're looking at, obviously ballot access is big. The system is rigged against the smaller guys. It's rigged against any third party that wants to be on the ballot, because obviously it's easier to spend less money and do less campaigning. You don't have to compete against 7, 10, or even 3 parties. So one of the big things is that we're petitioning, we're gaining those signatures for getting our ballot access back at the statewide level. Some of the other stuff really does involve things like the Great Create, where we are focusing on going local, getting your issues as a affiliate or a group of people, even a small group, and building community around that, building a coalition around something that's important to us, property taxes, or building networks that are outside of the systems, if you will. And obviously banished Big Brother, kind of taken our people are really taking that on, looking at surveillance, looking at things that that are invading our privacy on a daily, working that on as local affiliates, sharing with people, hey, did you know that there are complete AI networks that are all interconnected with the Internet of Things that can really create an entire profile and can't give your consent or lack thereof. So those are the big things I think that we're looking at and trying to build off of in LP Georgia.
Heck yeah. What would you say, just last piece, advice for folks looking to explore more self-reliance methods or like freedom-based solutions?
Well, first things first, come to the Great Create next year. If you missed it this time, you're missing out on something fantastic. That's the big, that is involved. Come to our events, come to the convention in January, get involved with the mechanics of the party, and then learn on your own. There's YouTube, there are podcasts. We have the Free Georgia podcast. Find the things that are interesting to you. Find the places where you find that you are passionate, and just connect with other people. Those are really the fastest ways to start making progress and getting momentum, to be free from the system that really is overbearing, to say the least.
To say the least.
I actually had a quick question about what you were talking about earlier. Did you see Brian talk about or what committee he's talking to? But it was about bringing down the signature requirement to 5,000.
Yeah.
So do you think that would be an easier task to kind of convince, the House or the Congress, whatever, to make the requirement lower rather than us getting that 76,000 signatures?
That is a very good question, and it's the trick question of the century. It's asking people to do something that they have no reason to do. It's asking people to do something that they have no reason to do. Like, why would I make my life harder so that you can have an easier time?
Right.
We have tried some of the judicial and we've tried some of the, I guess you would call it, lobbying route. It's definitely something that can be done, and it should be done. But the vested interest is obviously for these legislators to not have competition. So there are opportunities for that, and there are people who are sympathetic to it. It's at some point, it's a matter of finding the people to sponsor the bills. And we call any legislators who are watching this, we would love to sponsor a bill, for you to sponsor a bill and to be the ones helping push that forward. But yeah, it really currently is the system is set up to where all of the incentives really push toward us having to go do it ourselves that way. But there are some other judicial options that are available. So working on getting a 7,500 signature requirement, and then because that is a requirement for the presidential candidate, if another position were able to get that 7,500 signatures, we could take that to the court to say, okay, it's 7,500 for the president. Why is it not for every other position? There are options, but yeah, I'd say that's kind of the way it's built currently.
All right. Jared, thanks for coming on, man.
Absolutely. This
Appreciate
is a pleasure.
Yeah. And yeah, have a good rest of the convention or festival.
Festival.
Not convention.
You bet I will.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Finally. Okay. Recording. All right. That was Jared Bell, chair of LP Georgia. You can head on over to lpgeorgia.com to learn more about how to join the Libertarian Party or see what they're doing around the state. It's freedom and liberty. And up next, we have Ray from the Cobb County Beekeepers Club. Ray, welcome to the Free Georgia Podcast.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Heck yeah. Is this your first time at the Great Create?
Yes.
Okay. And what brought you here?
We were asked to come out of the blue.
Okay.
Don't know how they got us, but we're a new club. So maybe, we reach out trying to get everybody to see it as much as we can. We must have crossed somebody's.
And let's get started.
We have several beekeepers in Cobb, a lot of beekeepers in Cobb County, and there was no club.
Okay.
There's the Fulton County Club, there's Paulding County Club, no how to have a club for members of other clubs, and a lot of us were new beekeepers. And the first thing they tell you when you go into a new beekeeping club, when you become a new beekeeper, is you need a mentor, somebody to help you get started, because you're going to fall flat on your face if you try to do it on your own. So we got together as a group and said, look, we need a Cobb County club. We don't need to be driving 30 miles to a trip to see a meeting every month. And we need to have our goal to make sure that new beekeepers don't fail. We want to have a higher level of education at our meetings, and we want to have a charter that says nobody that wants a mentor will go without one. So our goal is to have every person that joins the club, or even doesn't have to join the club, anybody that wants to be a new beekeeper, we will make sure that somebody will help you.
Interesting. So this is if there are beekeeping clubs in that many counties, is this like a popular thing? Like
Very popular. It's always been somewhat popular.
Mm-hmm.
COVID came along and everybody needed something new. And from there, I think a lot of it did. Interesting. So a lot of the people that are, in it now said, and I got a catalog, I built boxes, I bought bees, and that's how we got started.
Okay. What do you find is one of the key factors in somebody becoming a beekeeper? Why do they turn that direction?
It's very interesting. It's a concept that most people don't quite understand, actually get in it.
Mm-hmm.
You think of a beehive as being 10,000 to 60,000 bugs in a box, and it's really not. It's a single organism.
Mm. You
think of it as being a bunch of individuals, but it's not. It functions as a one organism, just like a human body.
Huh.
It's, you've got a queen who is a reproductive part. You've got the workers, which are the brains.
Mm-hmm.
And it functions as an individual organism made up of a bunch of small organisms, just like a human being is made up of kidneys, brains, lungs.
Interesting. You have any questions after that one?
So what's the purpose of like forming a club?
To help people.
Mhm.
It's foreign to 99% of the people in the world. You know,
So
you first of all, they bite you, they sting you, and the first thing you when I take a new person to a beehive, there's two types of people. When you take the lid off and there's 10,000 bees looking at you, there's the lean inners and the lean outers. The ones that lean in like, wow, what's going on here? And then the other was like, wow, what am I doing here? So yeah, you got those two people. The lean inners, they're in it forever. They're going to be there when, terrible days and bad. The lean outers are like, maybe I need to go find another sport.
yeah, I'll consume the honey, but I don't.
Yeah, I like your honey, but you can keep your bees.
Interesting.
Do you where? Okay.
If you get stung, you don't in your face. Most of the time, I wear a jacket. I try not to wear gloves because my hands don't work well with gloves on. And the number of stings you get on your hand are not really bad.
And you just deal with it.
Yeah. You think about a rose, if you're a gardener and you prune roses, you're going to get stuck by the thorns.
Yeah.
It's 90% of thorns don't stick. If, you do it, I got stung 4 or 5 times yesterday, and it's like because they're all kamikaze pilots. If you get the thing that it frustrates me that I couldn't get in there and get out without letting them think that I'm going to do some harm.
Right.
And they felt like they needed to give up their life to save the colony when really they shouldn't have.
It's wild. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever talked to a beekeeper before. So this is I like that single organism thing. That kind of makes sense when you look at them in a broader sense.
And the things they do that we would never think of. If things are not going well and there's too many bees in the area, the bees will decide we're not going to stay here, and they'll stop the queen from laying eggs. And they'll take all of the eggs that are going to not be ready in a certain number of days, and they'll either throw them out of the hive or eat them. And on that day that they decide to leave, everybody fills their stomach up with honey, and everybody leaves.
Holy crap.
I mean, they take everything. There's not a larvae, there's not an egg, there's not a drop of honey. They completely leave the house.
Wow.
And then in the spring, when they get crowded, the bees decide there's too many bees in the hive. We're going to have to make another hive somewhere. So they start building cells that are bigger than the other cells. And the queen measures the cell and says, oh, this is a big cell. I got to put a queen egg in here. And they'll feed it differently and make sure that it's a queen. When they cap it up, the queen and a third to a half of her bees fly away and make another hive somewhere else, leaving this hive with a baby queen waiting to hatch.
This is fascinating. I used to be obsessed with ants, and they have a lot of
Very similar.
Yeah,
very similar
similarities.
Very similar.
What was the question you asked right before?
Oh, I asked, do they war?
Particularly not war. They defend their fortress. There's when a bee is hatched out, he starts out in a caste system and he moves up the caste until he dies. So the first thing he does is she is clean up her cell that she was born in. And then when she gets through, that's what she does for so many days. And then her job is to take care of the bees that haven't been sealed up, the larvae from the time they're an egg till they get to the point where they get sealed up from a pupa, have to be fed. So she'll become a nurse bee and she'll take care of those bees until they get ready to be sealed up. And then at that point, she'll probably move on to being a guard bee. And her job will be to keep other bees from coming into the hive. And then her last job will be forager, where she flies out every day and brings back nectar to make honey. And then most likely she'll die while she's foraging. But a summer bee only lasts about 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks from the time they're hatched out till the time they die. A winter bee will last 6 months. The bees that are in the hive now have to live until March or April of next year.
Wow. I feel like we could sit out here and talk to you all day, but I actually want to see the talk that's about to happen. So we're going to wrap up.
Sure enough.
Can you tell folks how to find you? Like if there's somebody who's interested in Cobb County, can you tell folks how to find you?
Facebook, we have Cobb County Beekeepers Association, Cobb County Beekeepers on Facebook. We have a website, Cobb County Beekeepers. So you should be able.com.
That's easy.
And we meet at the Elevation Steakhouse.
Oh, nice.
At McCollum Airport.
Okay.
The third Tuesday of every month.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, Ray, I appreciate you coming on.
Sure enough. Thanks for having me a chance.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Jones.
Well, that was Ray with the Cobb County Beekeepers Club. Awesome. I mean, yeah, that was great. He's going to be giving a talk here in a little while.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Like the next speaker?
I don't think he's the next speaker. I think Brad Binkley's the next speaker.
And then he's the next speaker? Okay. I'll be able to see that one, I think.
I believe so. So, yeah, y'all, if you didn't come out to the Great Create, highly recommend. Lots of great folks, lots of cool stuff to learn, stuff to do, setting for it this year, which I'm sure will be the case next year as well. So if you missed it this year, make sure to look out for it next year around the same time. So, Kat, anything else before we head out?
I'm just looking forward to the rest of the festival.
Heck yeah. All right, y'all. We'll see you next time on the Free Georgia Podcast. Peace.